brother Jack were 16 when we watched a kidnapping documentary and decided we needed a way to protect ourselves. We secretly drilled a hole in the hallway wall behind Dad's painting and hid a loaded gun in there. We also made up secret code words to signal if we were ever in danger. Then one day while walking by Jack's bedroom, he stuck his head out and said, "Hey, can you go help Dad with the scrambled eggs?" He closed the door and I froze because that was code for "There's someone in my room and I'm in danger." My legs were shaking, but I calmly walked downstairs and lifted the painting off the wall. I reached in and grabbed the gun, and that's when Dad rounded the corner. His face went red and he loudly said, "What the hell are you doing? Why do you have a gun?" I freaked out and instantly pressed my finger to my lips, whispering, "There's an intruder holding Jack hostage upstairs." But my dad yelled back, "An intruder upstairs? Don't be crazy. I would have heard something. Put that gun down right now." My heart jumped in fear because I was sure the intruder heard my dad say that and now knew I had a gun. Then suddenly Jack shouted from upstairs, "I'm just going to have a bath. I'll be done in an hour." I almost dropped to the floor because that was our word for "I'm being kidnapped." Dad shouted back, "Okay Jack, I'll see you soon." And I gripped my gun tighter and frantically whispered, "Please Dad, just trust me. I'll explain everything later." I started walking upstairs quietly, my fingers shaking around the trigger, but Dad suddenly pulled me back. "Okay, that's it. I'm checking this out for myself." He began marching up and yelled, "Jack, your brother is acting very strange." I looked around panicked and knew I had to do something. The intruder had definitely heard everything, so being stealthy was no longer an option. I grit my teeth and sprinted up with my gun as fast as I could. I shoved Dad out of the way and flung open Jack's bedroom door. A man in a ski mask was climbing out the window holding Jack with one arm. He was almost out. Dad saw it too and ran toward Jack, but he didn't have enough time. I raised my gun and aimed just as the man stepped on the windowsill, then exhaled and pressed the trigger. The bullet flew from the barrel and hit his knee, and he collapsed to the floor, screaming in pain and dangling halfway out the window. I sighed in relief as Jack landed on the floor and ran towards me. I dropped the gun and we hugged, holding each other super tight. My dad looked at us while trembling and asked with a shaky voice, "How did you know?" I replied, "We have our code words."